Hey guys, welcome. I just wanted to talk a little bit about experiment 6. And so this is about the paper lab that you guys have. And so what you'll see if you go into the assignments, you'll see that there is experiment 6, stoichiometry, and there's also experiment 3, names and formulas. So I'm going to talk about both of these. So if you're in the student view, and let me actually go into the student view, if you'll give me just a second to move this so I can do that. So again, if I go into the assignments and I say, okay, names and formulas, what you'll see is there's an attachment for both of these. That attachment is what you need to do for both of them. So experiment 3, which is the names and formulas, you'll need to download this and fill it out. And then for the post lab for stoichiometry, you'll need to download this and fill it out. Now I'm going to talk in detail about this one. The experiment 3 one is fairly simple. You just need to provide the names and or the formulas that they're asking for. For experiment 6, it's a little more complicated. So that's why I wanted to discuss this in a little more detail. So what you're looking at here, these are the instructions. They ask you to work with these specific weights. So use these and not anything else because Alex will freak out if you don't. Okay. They ask you to do the calculations for these particular reactions using these masses. Okay. So it wants to know how many moles of ammonia are needed to theoretically produce 12 moles of water. So based on 12 moles of water, you're going to do the calculation based on this balanced equation. So if I want to make 12 moles of water, then I want to look at what that looks like. Okay. Now, I'm going to move this off to one side and I'm going to show you what that would look like if I wanted to do it for one of these. And I'm only going to show you one in detail. Okay, and then I'm going to expect you to do the rest. So I'm going to open up my notebook and show you some paper for this because I can't show you without actually showing you the paper. Da-da-da. Come on. Aren't you cooperating? Okay, this is bizarre. Apologize, technical difficulties that happens from time to time. Okay, so now I can do this. Awesome. Apologize for that. And so again, it's asking me to make 12 moles of water. So I want to make 12 moles of H2O. That's already in moles. So if I want to make 12 moles of H2O, I need to know what the relationship between moles of H2O and moles of our starting material are. So how many moles of ammonia? So I need to know the relationship between moles of water and moles of ammonia. So because I need to get out of moles of H2O and into moles of ammonia, I need to put the moles of H2O on the bottom. So I have 6 moles of H2O in the balanced equation, and I have 4 moles of NH3 in that balanced equation. So again, that comes from right here. So there's 6 moles of H2O right there and 4 moles of NH3 right there. Okay, so that will cancel the moles of H2O. and then it will be in moles of NH3, and that will tell me how many moles of NH3 are required to do this. So I can do that math, and of course, I'm not great with math, so I always ask my calculator to do this for me. And so I have 12 times 4 divided by 6. Now I could do some simplification, I understand that. I don't trust myself to do it. So I know that that is 8 moles of NH3 that are required to do that. And so that's the answer that I'm going to put. Now, I'm going to turn in all of the work that goes with this, and I'm going to put it directly on this paper. So I'm going to print out this paper, and I'm going to write all that in here. And I'm going to take pictures of this and PDF it and turn it back in to the assignments. Okay, so for this right here, I'm going to turn this in right here. Submit this here, and then I'm going to go into Alex. And in the post lab for stoichiometry, when I open this, assuming it will let me open it. Oh, come on. Does not want to cooperate, so we'll go back and ask it to do it again. So I come down into the post labs, and you see post lab stoichiometry. I want to open that. And I can start this. What it's looking for is really just the answers. So I've turned in my work already, so I can either replicate that work here, which is okay, you can do that, or I can just put in my answers here. And I say 8 moles of NH. And I can do that. This is a subscript. It's not required that you do it. It's just, I like to do that. And then I will do that for the rest of them as well. And then I will go ahead and continue when I'm at the bottom and then submit assignment when I'm done. Okay. So my answers, excuse me, my answers need to go in here. My work needs to get submitted to the assignments. And the reason for that is that my work needs to get submitted in case I get something wrong. Now, here's the caveat. You may get everything right. And so it's like, well, if I get everything right, then why do I have to turn in my work? No work, no credit. That's the deal. No work, no credit. I get no work, I give you no credit. That's just how this is. I need to see the work that you did to show me this. Work includes units. I need to see that. If I don't see it, you get no credit. That's how this works. Okay, so that's what you need to do. All right. Now, hopefully that will answer any questions that you have about experiment 3 or experiment 6. I will post this for both of those. So that should take care of that. If you have any questions, then please let me know, and I will talk to you guys soon. All right. I will talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.